Ayo, so I'm here to talk about LA Thieves potentially having some of the grossest tempo I've seen in a hardpoint series in a long time. We have them facing the Vegas Legion, who have three players in the top 10 of hardpoint KD. Purge is 50th. That's pretty nuts. But yeah, no, we're gonna go into detail on what's happened in this game, and we're gonna go over this. This is the big thing: is that without Afro was the big problem in this situation, and the fact that he played the game too slow as the main sub. This is what's going to happen with tempo when you are not pushing up to your highest capabilities. So we're going to mute, and we're going to go ahead and watch this series, and we're going to go ahead and use the pen to draw some things. So first thing we see right here is we can see the split versus what Vegas are doing, and I'm actually going to play it a little bit more because we can look. So right here we have a funnel with no area control, and we have a direct 1v1. So this is beneficial for a couple of reasons. We can think about it from Vegas' side. We could think, okay, this team gets mid prio, so what we need to do is we need to understand that we need to break that. We're going to send 3 mid. Maybe? Not sure. I also have been a big fan of, if you're going to play hardpoint, I do like the 2-1, like 1-2-1 split of LA Thieves. This is a fantastic hold in my opinion because you get prio here. You get the passive angle watching stairs. This, not the biggest fan to be honest. It's nasty too. I would like Nasty to be on this heady, or playing back here, soft angle, covering the stairs, because this person's doing that as well. They both are kind of weak side of the play, but the idea isn't bad. I like that we're isolating this. If this gets bad, we have them within proximity, versus all 3 of them being cluttered, this person being completely isolated. Because the best case scenario is that if shit gets bad, this funnel is where they can help. So we're going to look at how the gunfights play out, and we're going to look at this as already a good concept. So 2v7, 7 wins the gunfight, immediately supporting Hill. We knew this was a 1v1, obviously. I'm assuming that they got a comm of 3. Ghosty's probably common that. And Ghosty's main job here is to just play like he's playing info, and he's supporting Joe, who is just laying down here. They send a double nade, which I love that double nade from Vegas, to be honest. And big fight U. U is a big deal on this map because we're thinking about this as the complete connector. LA Thieves win it. Let's say they lose the 1v1 and he's one shot. 8 is there to support. Now, what we need to think about as well on this is that the spawns on this hill go this. And I actually drew that line really bad. It goes like this. So we're going to have proximity spawns here, 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 and kind of this general area. And let me fact check that just in case, because I want to see where 8 spawned. 8 spawned right there. Yep, okay. So we were correct on that basis of that. It's going to split this way. We can know that immediately because one spawning here. It would make sense for them to spawn here in an ideal game, but since this game is kind of bad, to be honest, we split it down the middle, and we think of it as big side, where are they going to spawn? So, because 6 gets the 1v1 with 3, even if he loses, 8 is there within proximity, 5 can also help. This is overall a better play for them, whereas 1 is on the weak right now. 7 turned around at the worst time. We're creating a 1v1 with 4. 4 is going to get the kill, 5 is able to turn and support. Even if he's not there, 8 and 6 are also able to help. This is perfect. Now, we're trying to wrap far to get P2, and that's what 7 is doing right now. 6 is playing a passive angle. We're going to see 5 spawn there, most likely. Yep. Just because this is an area spawn that they really highly prioritize. I'm assuming because this is a stupid little funnel that they don't want to spawn them there, which is terrible game design. So we're thinking P1, you want to hold kind of this general area. U is a big deal holding for P1. Now, Nasty on a flank. How did Nasty get this flank? He did the long wrap, as we were talking about earlier. Is this beneficial for them to collapse towards with 20 seconds? Yeah, because it was 25 seconds, I like that play. However, because they didn't push the far side, now I wonder if you're blocking the top right. Like if you have both quadrants, we're going to look at that. This area and this area blocked. Where would you spawn? I'd think here. Maybe here. Don't know. But we'll look for that next P1. This is how we identify spawns, obviously. So Vents plays life. Now, the reason why he played life is because 8 was doing a flank, and they want to collapse together. But 8 died, that's okay. Now 3 spawns there, because this game is ass, but we understand that. We're better. That's a tough 2v2 situation. 4 kills 7 on the cut, 5 dies. That's a nice 2v1 collapse in that situation, but 8 and 6 are here. Now it's a 2v4, they need to play life. We're going to assume that because it's 59 seconds left, they're going to probably spawn P3 plat. And we are correct. And they have a decent setup. They have 1 on the flank. They have 2 in, watching crossing angles, mainly prioritizing kiddie pool area. And then we have 3 watching the mid cut. Now the only thing that's super exposed is the long flank. But if you're going to be spawning here, doing this is going to probably take about 20 seconds anyway. So not really worth it to watch your long flank, especially when you get 3 or 4 down. Now Joe's job right here is to play life with 6. So Kremp is going to play the entry player. You have to sometimes. And don't judge the lagging. The stream has been terrible lately. So we do that. 8 gets a kill. 8 needs to play life. Yep. Pre-aiming and just holding his spot. 1 does the smart thing by hopping out of hill and getting flank. It's just a good gunfight. Nasty with the team shot as well. That's a big thing there. Is that if there is no team shot there, that's a 1v1 that might not happen. So right there, and again, we have triangles. So I'm going to draw this out again, even though Ghosty died. We have the triangles. This is such a big deal for a team. Again, they also have it, which is good. But we're going to play the numbers in this situation, and we're going to do that. So we're able to delete this. We know that there's going to be a funnel here probably. We know this is going to happen, or this. There are 2 options, basically. They're going to collapse inward. Playing within proximity and having that entry point and setting the pace. Let's talk about that too. Kremp does the right thing here by entering. And Joe is now the pace setter. He is setting a line right here. 7 is able to push up. 5 is able to push up and support. Without him doing that, they're stuck there, able to let them set up. 4 is going to funnel in. They get a big kill on 2. Now they're in proximity to each other, watching each other's backs. Kind of stacking on top of each other, to be honest, but they have a good hold. I'm happy with it. And oh my god, wait. 5, Ghosty. With 40 seconds left, with 3 people on the hill and good side P3 spawns, is going to prone watch mid cut from P3, or mid stairs. That's insane. Huh. I want to see how this plays out. Okay. 8 gets a big kill, and he's going to collapse. Okay, so basically what he's doing in that situation is he's holding spawns. Okay, that makes sense. So what he's doing here is because the spawns are set up like this, it's going to be here, it's going to be here. These are your primary spawns on P2. If they have hill, and they're kind of pushed up here, it's going to primary spawn you probably here. Therefore, what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep this side, because the next hill is right here, and we want to block this area spawn. So Ghosty being here, sees that Kremp dies, and he's going to push up the second he knows he's about to respawn. Right there. Beautiful timing. I love that. Setting the pace again, setting the tempo. 6 and 7 both respawn, and they're going to push together, while 5 and 8 cover the scrap time of 15 seconds. They're not playing super hard here. They're mainly just playing info. And they're seeing, okay, 3 people have not rotated. We have a 2v1 set up here. Now we're going to look at how they set up P3, because P3 to me is a big hill. The big thing with P3 is that the spawns can get very cluttered in this area. But realistically, all you need to do is you need to draw an imaginary line right here to this block. And if you get 2 to 3 kills, run back a little bit and just stand within this sector. And if you do that, you can block the spawn of this area. And I would assume you spawn here if nobody is polluted in mid. The far spawn is probably just going to be the backstage area, which I'd have to guess. We're going to see if I'm correct, but we're going to play it out. So they're doing a 2-hit, and then they're probably going to do a double 2-hit from the middle as well. This is a good setup for LA Thieves. Again, just creating pressure. They have somebody playing info right here, getting shots, also watching the outer. We have somebody watching his flank. We have somebody watching the middle of the map. We have somebody here in case something bad happens. We have somebody helping in case something bad happens, able to help if something bad happens. We have everybody within proximity doing a job and being purposeful. This person is watching one lane, covering 2 people. This is godly. I am such a fan of this. And then also, we have a good frontward push of 2-2, where we can group them together. 2, 2. We're going to see how this plays out. But the main thing here is that both ideas are correct. 8 sees 2 people and plays back, now checking for info again. Actually, I think he probably got naded, had to play life, and then they snuck by. 6 needs to play support here. 6 gets shots in. Watch 5. Immediate turn to support. 7 supporting as well, but mainly watching the flank pinch because a chow there plus a chow there would result in a death. 6 and 5 do the double chow, while 2 and 1 honestly need to be hitting the hill right here. Like, they are playing way too slow. Yeah, they need to hit the hill. They need to know 1, 2, 3 has to be here. So there's only 1 person on hill. Attach and Geo are just left triggering and not doing anything. Giving Joe time to turn around, get 1, and then challenge the other, with 5 and 6 following as well, knowing that they just spawned up. Now, okay, so because they're within this line and they're not past this block, all of them, they block the spawn. Therefore, spawning close, that's an interesting spawn point. Okay. So, this is a major spawn point right here. It's a big deal to know. They're left triggering way too much in this situation. 4 gets gunned by the person watching the hop. And 1 is literally just left triggering here. Like, obviously he gets the bad timing of standing up. But in this situation, you gotta do nades, you gotta hit mid, you got to hit it fully within different angles. All of them are hitting outer. Therefore, and this is a big deal, this is a 3-laned map. They are only hitting 1 lane. The other 2 lanes are completely unoccupied, which is a big deal. So let's see the P4 flip. I'm assuming 7 is going to either wrap left or wrap mid, and he's going to rotate. He didn't. Okay. So they have to break here. That's okay. We're going to see how they do it. I see 8 hitting mid and avoiding stage. Dang, that is insane timing. Nero is in hell right now. That sucks. 6 is doing a long wrap, so they're doing P3 and they're flipping the long spawn. Now, this is such a big thing for the team of LA Thieves, is although he dies here, they all are playing together, connected. 5 is getting scraps. He has to. And he is going to pinch the front side while they hit the back side. And he is now a free life, because if he dies, he spawns back here and can front hit the hill, go window, and then support the front push that they are setting up right now because they're getting spawns. It is so clinical from LA Thieves. I'm such a fan of them right now, to be honest. So, let's look at their setup. Vegas. The big thing here is that 4 is making a mistake. We need to look at 1 and 3 and 4, and we need to look at Geo right here. What is wrong with this setup? We know the ideal L setup of a hard point. We know this is the strong side, obviously. We want to control the middle of the map, and we want to control this main block area. This person has to sit hill. Geo needs to be closer. This is on Geo. Geo is playing this deep back spawn area without any support. If they want to play with Geo, they need somebody here watching like the front area, able to support within proximity. We need somebody back on hill, and we need somebody on the block probably. Therefore, we do this as our, oh wait, hold on, let me draw a better L. Therefore doing this as the setup. So maybe like here, 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 and then honestly, I just don't like what they're doing. I like this setup of what they're doing, but they need somebody like back in this building helping. Like this is an ideal setup right there. Dang. So get rid of him, put him there. Geo is a free death right here, giving them free spawns, and we're going to see how they react, obviously. That's the big thing right here. So he gets a kill. Doesn't matter because 2 people are collapsing onto him. Now, Purge is probably going to, yep. Now they're turning around and flipping and realizing, oh shit, we lost spawns. Maybe this is the better way to hold. I wouldn't think so because there's a window. So we have 3 people going into glass. They're jumping down. Regen, bang the door. Ghosty is late hitting this. Okay, so the main thing that I've noticed from ranked play, from playing this map, is that going down here in this pit entering is a death wish. If you're one of the first people to hit this point, you need to jump through the glass, just like they're doing. We're going to see how that goes, but I like this idea considering going down there, death wish. Okay, so Kremp gets a kill. He gets a kill and dips. Ghosty dies again, jumping down, which happens every single time. It's awful that it happens. And then Joe and Kremp are working this together, just getting one and then helping and then getting another and helping. Nasty is overwatching the window. Joe dies. Kremp gets a kill. Nasty is there for overwatch. The big thing is that they have somebody there, connected, helping. They get the hill. They have spawns now. 6 doing the smartest thing by far, getting a straggler on the backside while they are just holding for time. Because guess what? The second they turn their backs to look at 6, they're going to get front kills. So watch. Turn. Look at the stragglers. Watch 3 and 2 turn. Watch 5 and 7 hopefully to abuse it. They didn't. Dang. Okay. Still, good solo play from Kremp. I would say this, if Kremp doesn't get that kill, 2 and 3 and 5, or 2, 3 and 1 are able to break that a lot easier. So I would have liked to see maybe 7 call out that they turned, and then 5 push up. I don't know. We think about everything in retrospect. Hindsight is 20/20, but we're trying to create dynamic plays. 8 watches the flank, helps point. I'm hoping that this person that spawns here is getting a long flip for response. Yep, immediate. Hell yeah. So we're going to see how the pace and the timing makes the 6v1 gunfight better. 6v1 or 6v2. So 6 pauses a bit here. We're going to see how this happens. I know he's by himself, and that obviously is a big deal. 8 and 5 are getting mid positioning, so he needs his timing to be... Okay, this is actually a big deal. So he needs his timing to match here, there, and then if 8 doesn't die, hopefully there. That's a big deal, to be honest. So he's waiting. 5 and 3, they're going to kill 3. They're going to say, we have mid control. Okay, push. Now they know that they have this line. He gets 1. And this kill is just stupid. Like, oh, I thought he got that, to be honest. Crud. All right. And now they're getting this side. 7v3 is such an interesting gunfight. What is he doing? He's hitting spawns from ult. I like that. That's okay. I think going here is kind of a waste of time. It can be beneficial, especially if you lose mid control and you're able to hit it from the back, but also you are in time, so they know you have to be here. Hitting back spawn and delaying the inevitable of slowing their push a bit. Kind of a big deal. You know, he disconnects 3. Oh, this is awful, by the way. This streak, this sucks as a thing. Everybody's pissed about that. Want to figure out how that works, but it's okay. So we're going to look at Joe deceives. Get 1. And I love what he did there. We can look at the arrow and understand he gets 1, and then he's going to prone, or he's just going to recover. And then he's, instead of waiting, instead of prone watching, he's going to jump chow and create a disgusting 1v1 against Purge. There we go. And then he's going to set himself up in this corner to create a new line, because the line of tempo used to be here. Now it's here. Therefore, giving mid more priority for the team that is pushing. Hopefully one cuts to the right and helps mid. We're going to see. They don't, but hopefully they do. Cut mid. 5 is at least watching it. Now he's not. Yeah, not a fan of this play from LA Thieves, but I do understand that they're controlling this area, and that's a big deal. I would like to see more mid control next time, but it's whatever. Nitpicking is a big deal. So, this is a godly setup in my opinion. Somebody in the back block watching kiddie pool push. This person on this circle doing what they can to stay alive. This person is just here to play info, push up if it gets really, really good in their favor, but also blocking spawns. 8 is going to play cut for P2 area door, and then 7 is going to watch mid push. I like this. 7 plays info, calls out. 8 dies, so we're going to see what 5 and 6 do to react. 5 turns, he's now watching mid, he dies. 6 gets a disgusting 2-piece in the front of the hill. That's such good timings from him, the fact that, like, he got the first kill off of entry and then Purchase throwing a nade. Yeah, nah, I would say that's luck in that situation. Nobody's going to get that lucky, but, you know, you got to have luck in this game. It's okay. 8 hops on the heady. Does he hop down immediately? It is Joe deceives. Of course he's going to hop down. He is the entry. He is going to push. He's going to get the kill against 3. After Kremp gets a disgusting one, they're going to think, okay, the next one has to be rotated. 2's going to do the smart thing right here, and he is going to play life U, try and play info. He gets too overeager, and he does that. Now they know they have 4 down. They have a funnel now. 6 is watching P2, 5 watching. Literally in the 2-1-1 split that they had just like last time. Watch how they flow into it. 5 hitting a great out route. Immediate 2-1-1 right there. 1 watching the outer, 1 watching P2, 2 watching the front. And they're going to collapse to you, or they're going to collapse to stairs if anything goes bad. So he dies P2, but what he was going to do was he was going to long flank. And then 5 is helping you now that he knows that the out is clear, but he's watching for 3. They know that 3 is going to come you. They're waiting for the timing. 8 is there to support. Dies, able to help, good trade. Play life you. I wasn't a fan of that nasty child, but it's okay. You know, sometimes you're hot, gotta do what you gotta do. Mid steps, Kremp gets a great 2-piece. Watch as he doesn't push out, and then somebody needs to push out for him. Gonna play life here. One of them needs to push out and help Joe right now. This is a bit tough to see. So he gets a 2-piece. Joe is hitting you. One of them needs to push. Because Joe is in a 1v1, and now they're all gonna look at him. If he loses that 1v1, they get there. It's a funnel. So I need Kremp potentially pushing out right now. I need any of them. He's stunned. I get that. Whoever's there to help. 3 people on the stairs right now is terrible. Not a fan of this. Three of them gold, to be honest, is not great either, but whatever. Not a fan of the way Legion are playing this. And then, let's see what LAT do to mess this up. So, they're getting pretty hot. They're feeling good. They have 4 up in a 4v2. They just know they got 2 quick kills. And they are leaving. This side of the map is theirs. This side of the map is theirs. This is the priority spawns. 5 is flanking to try and get those spawns. 4 is going to get that. That's tough. It's like... these are your spawn points in this hill. So you ideally want to hold these sides, then you want to force them there. Or maybe this side's better. Not sure 100%. To be honest, this side looks a lot better, because then you could funnel you, and then you have 2 out routes. Plus, you could do a flank. But Nero gets the kill with the nade. 8 gets a kill there, but 2 gets the trade. Now we have a collapsing 3v2 with 6 having his back turned. 5 gets the kill. We know that 5 is going to do something right there. Or Ghosty. Ghosty doesn't even get the kill. He shoots and somebody else gets the kill. 3 dies. Now 4 and 1 are able to split the map for this favor, which these spawns are more ideal. The top side is more ideal with the last 20 seconds. So with 30 seconds left, instead of pushing through here, you want to push here. Okay. P1. With 30 seconds left type of spawns where we are trying to rotate the end part of the hard point. We want to funnel this way, not funnel this way, definitely not funnel this way. Those are no-goes. We want to funnel through stairs because then when we force bottom spawns, they will be here. They are going to push the back spawn. That is what they're going to do. We can do this. We can get to more advantageous headies where we can force them into these lanes, and then we can hold the spot a priority. Or what we could do is we could 3-man push the back and do it as a unit and then recollect the point. Either is good. It just really depends on your perspective. We're going to see. 2-11. So 8 and 6 are doing the out route right here. 3 gets a mad spawn. What the fuck? Okay. Let's think about why that happened. This spawn was blocked. Can't spawn this side because they hold both sides of that. So they are denying that. Can't spawn there because they are holding this area. This is a last resort spawn. Okay. So I think to blender P1. Blender P1, you have to have a person within this area. You have to have a person within this area. Like, not sure. I'm going to put a question mark. And you have to have somebody within this area, and then they will spawn back there. Interesting. Obviously, that gives them more options when coming out of spawn. But food for thought. Eight and 6 collapse with 5. And then we're going to see them hold it pretty good. The main thing here, we have to look at the gunfights. Vegas are not going to win many. If you're basing your strategies off of winning every single gunfight, you're never going to win in Call of Duty. You're going to win sometimes, you're not going to win a majority of the time. So, we're going to look at their break and we're going to see if it's fundamentally correct or if it's bad. So what we have right now is we have 3 attached players. They get 2 kills. They're going to collapse. I need somebody to go. I needed Nero to go take an out route, to be honest, because he's the frontward person. I need him not really banging out through mid because they can have 4 and 1 do that. Purge and attach. So I'll draw this out. I need him going there because then they can go mid. This person can go vents, or they can do an out route. The main thing with an out route is we're knowing that they're going to spawn there. So an out route, bang, potentially you're dead. So we're going to look at that. Vents isn't a bad idea, but I need 3 hitting an out route here. 1 has to hit the out route because 3 didn't. Good job attached picking up on that. But 4 is literally just prone watching now because they can't 2-man hit it. 8 dies with the stupidest child I've ever seen. Watch this gunfight right here from Joe Deceives. Dumb as hell. 7 has to hit an out route, or 1 has to hit an out route, dies. 4 is now in a 1v2 chow on point. Gets 1, cannot get another. All because Nero does not want to hit the out route. So, got 10 seconds left. 3, Nero is the only one that can do anything. He gets a kill on Nasty. Waiting for a team push. Has to entry. Geo has to prone watch. Yeah, no. Nero is the reason why they did not break in this situation. And this is such a big deal with tempo, is understanding that you can elevate your timings in such a better way. If the person closest does the first job, the 2 people that are close do the second job. And this person, even if they die there, this person can watch that. And then these 2 can hit the front, priority watch this, and then kill this person together. So, yep. But as we can see, LA Thieves won. Literally 200 point clubbed them. Like 250 Less than 50 points. 250 to 49 is ridiculous. Such a fan of the way that they played this when it came to tempo. Now we can look. Numbers inflated. We understand that Ghosty did a lot of good things on the map, so I never look at KD. I never do. I look at the tempo in this situation. Nero had a decent series, or a decent map when it comes to stats. Did not play a couple of situations fundamentally correct. He did not want to take the long route. He wanted a front hit, and it costed his team because he was a death. Wow. Then somebody had to fill the gap that was necessary, and then it became isolated 1v1s instead of team pushes. Whereas Joe Deceives and Kremp are just a dynamic duo together. Nasty is able to watch over, and Ghosty is watching the long route, which is what an ideal team should do. But yeah, that's it for me when it comes to talking about this series. If you have any questions, comment. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.